But again, we now have a doubleheader in baseball that's starting early, and of course, Coach Purcell's going to go out there and throw 92 on the black to get us going there. I want to start out by thanking Dr. Keenum for his leadership whenever we are doing a search. Obviously, Dr. Keenum is part of it and does such a great job leading our university. I want to thank our Bulldog Club board, and I want to thank our search group that helped so much. SEC Trailblazer and Carr, our SWA, was a big part of this process, along with Bracky Brett and Eric George. A lot of research, a lot of work, a lot of phone calls, a lot of travel. Want to thank Coach Doug Novak and his staff. They did a tremendous job. Obviously not an ideal situation this year, but they did a terrific job really preparing our kids through a very difficult situation, as I mentioned. And I want to thank our players. Our players really, really battled their hearts out many times, 6 players deep. Went out there and gave it everything they had every single night. I think that is to be applauded. That's what Mississippi State is all about, and we will always have a deep appreciation for those guys, all of them. Sam Purcell is one of the most respected and elite recruiters in America. I'm going to talk about several of his attributes, and there are many, and you're already aware of them because all of you do such a great job covering all of our sports, but especially women's basketball with our tradition there. But one of the great elite recruiters in the country, I think that was a big part of this decision, and his background and the people he has come across and obviously the student athletes he's recruited. Sam's somebody that we had an eye on for a long time, and we feel like he's a terrific fit. He's an elite game planner, and he's an elite X's and O's coach. You know, sometimes when you give great compliments to somebody in the area of recruiting, it can be misconstrued as, but they're not an X's and O's coach. This is an X's and O's coach who is an elite recruiter as well. I think it's going to be obvious to all of you who come in his path that he is one of the most energetic folks you'll ever come across. Again, something that's part of the Mississippi State culture. As we talk to many basketball experts, Sam's recruiting prowess continue to come up, and it's clear that he will be successful as a head coach. Sam matches the Mississippi State culture in so many different ways and understands the deep meaning of family. We're very confident that he will elevate our program in every way. Sam's ability to recruit worldwide is outstanding, but also his innate ability to connect with elite recruits. When you talk to parents and you talk to folks who he has recruited, that comes across with regularity. Sam has landed the top recruit in America on 2 separate occasions. And I think that's important as well. All 9 classes that Sam helped recruit at Louisville have been in the top 15, ranked in the top 15 by ESPN. Of those 9 classes, 4 ranked inside the top 10, highlighted by the number 1 class of 2015, the number 4 class of 2017, number 6 class in 2016, and the number 8 class in 2014. Even more impressive, of the 15 McDonald's All-Americans in Louisville history, Sam Purcell was part of recruiting 13 of those student athletes. Sam is an integral part of some of the most successful teams in women's college basketball. With 19 years of coaching experience, including 9 at Louisville, he's helped build that program along with Coach Wald into a perennial powerhouse. Developing relationships with his players and understanding the importance of guidance and education for student athletes, ensuring that they're successful both on and off the court is a calling card of Sam Purcell. Sam is creative, meticulous, and has shown proven ability to recruit the nation's top talent. And I'm being repetitive there because I think it's very important to understand in the Southeastern Conference at Mississippi State really how important recruiting really is. It's not just recruiting, it's evaluation. Evaluation is the most integral part of the whole process. In my opinion, the evaluation process is 90% of it. Recruiting is the last 10% of it. Sam's combined for a 495 and 193 record, 19 years of coaching. And he's been part of 14 21 seasons, 3 31 seasons, helping his team to 5 regular season conference championships and 2 tournament championships. He's been a part of Louisville, going 147-19 over the past 5 seasons, which ranks 3rd in the country, only behind Connecticut and Baylor. Sam has guided the Cardinals to an impressive 262-47 overall record, which is the best 9-year stretch in program history, with an ACC record during that time, 114-18. During his time in Louisville, Sam has been part of an NCAA tournament team while advancing to the Final Four. A tournament team every season, advancing to the Final Four, 4 Final 8s, and 6 Sweet 16s. They're not here today, but maybe the most impressive part of Sam's world are his 3 daughters, Reese, Riley, and Reagan. They are probably looking for housing at this very moment. And of course, his wife, Megan, who is part of basketball royalty, and I know Sam's gonna talk a little bit about that a little bit later on. I could go on and talk about development. I could talk about all the details of Sam Purcell, but I believe we have the right fit, we have the right person at the right moment. And with that, I'm gonna give it over to Coach Sam Purcell.